There's something about Christmas that leaves us with a sense of warmth, of being comfortable and having a sense of peace. You know, all those beautiful Christmas songs that we hear create this kind of intimate atmosphere. We feel like we can just kind of snuggle up to the baby Jesus in the manger. We just want to spend our lives with him there. This celebration of Christmas breaks up what sometimes can be a long march through the winter season. Gives us a reason to get out of our houses and to await the new life of spring that's on the horizon. But I think it's fascinating that this spirit of quiet and calm has developed around this great celebration of Christmas. Because in fact, that first original Christmas was a very uncomfortable event. You know, Mary rode for miles when she was 9 months pregnant on the back of a donkey, and it hurt, and she was in pain. She wasn't carried on a cloud of pillows by the angels of heaven to some sterile hospital where nurses and doctors tended to her as she gave birth to the son. She was in pain. It was a difficult moment for her. Mary and Joseph were not in their home surrounded by family and friends. They didn't have ham and green beans and sweet potatoes that evening. They were surrounded by smelly sheep and donkeys. And you thought your family was bad, you know. But we don't sing songs about this. You know, we don't sing songs about this aspect of Christmas. We sing songs like Silent Night, but we should be singing like Wild Night. Or we sing Away in a Manger, and we should probably be singing Fleeing from Danger, which is a more kind of accurate picture of what happened at the original Christmas. And yet all this stuff, all this drama, all the tension and the pain, all the stuff that was happening surrounding the birth of Jesus, none of it took away from the joy that Mary and Joseph experienced when Christ entered the world. This seems to me to be the first Christmas miracle, that their joy was not able to be overcome by the difficulty of the circumstances and the pain that they experienced. And honestly, I think it's better for us to look at Christmas this way, because for the majority of people, this Christmas, it will not be a perfect celebration. There will inevitably be screaming children who did not get what they wanted for Christmas. There will be mildly annoying relatives who don't quite know when to pull their RV out of the driveway and head home. There will be messes and arguments and lights that refuse to twinkle. But the question is, in the midst of all this, in the midst of all the drama and all the tension that can come with Christmas, can we experience the joy that Mary and Joseph experienced? Can we allow him to pierce through everything else so that we can see the light of the world manifest to us, so that we can experience that joy and that fullness of life that is offered to us on this Christmas morning? You know, Jesus didn't enter the world in perfect circumstances. And Jesus doesn't want to avoid the messiness of life. And this is good for us. You know, if Jesus had entered in some far-off place where he was really separate from all the drama of life, if he had lived his whole life without really having to experience a sense of tension, then that association with him wouldn't be as strong for us. It's easier for us, I think, to associate with a God who comes to us in a mess. Because that's where we spend most of our lives, is in a mess. You know, we spend our time in relationships that are broken, in the midst of tension at work because the people we work with are maybe a little bit annoying. We spend our lives in the midst of studies and schoolwork that maybe kind of weighs down on us at times. This is where we spend most of our lives, and that's where we need a Savior. We don't need a Savior for the perfect moments of life. We need a Savior in the mess. A Messiah who will come to us in that place and rescue us and give us a sense of hope for the future. And this is precisely the gift that was given to Mary and Joseph and to the whole world. Someone who comes to give meaning to everything in our lives. This is the greatest gift in human history. It's far greater than an Xbox or an 80-inch television. You know, I remember when I was about 5 years old, and I desperately longed for this toy guitar. And I begged and I begged and I begged my parents to get it for me, and finally I got it for Christmas, and it wasn't 10 minutes after I had opened the present that my brother smashed it on the ground repeatedly. I don't think he got what he wanted for Christmas that year. And Christmas was ruined. I mean, I just remember as a 5-year-old just being totally deflated because everything that I wanted for Christmas had been ruined. But I don't want a gift like that anymore. I don't want a gift that somebody can take and smash on the ground. I don't want a gift that can be ruined. I don't want a gift that after a year I get tired of using it. I don't want a gift that in 2 years I'm dragging it out to the curb so that somebody else can come and pick it up. I don't want that kind of gift. I want a gift that gives meaning to everything that I do. I want a gift that helps me to appreciate the beauty of everything that I've been given. I want a gift that reminds me that this parish is a home for me and that the people who belong here are my family. I want a gift that reminds me of how blessed I am in the family and friends that I have been given. This is the kind of gift that I want. A gift that no one can take away from me. A gift that maybe I can abandon from time to time in my own sinfulness, but not a gift that someone can rob of me. I want a gift that will last forever. A gift that will lead me into eternity. A gift that I can rejoice in for ages to come. This is the kind of gift that I want, that I desperately desire. And the good news is that this is the gift that has been given to us. Jesus saves us from everything. He saves us from our brokenness, and he lifts us up to help us to experience the beauty of life. Jesus is the gift that keeps on giving, better than the Jelly of the Month Club. Jesus is someone who all year round is always new for us. He's always fresh. He's always waking our imagination to something more beautiful than we knew before. This is the gift that we have been given, but we can't put him on a shelf and only use it when it's useful for us. This gift demands that we attach ourselves to him, that we become one with the gift that is given. Friends, this is a time for us to give thanks that this gift has been offered to us. This is a time for us to bring close to us the loved ones that are in our lives, the people that we appreciate and are grateful for. This is the time to embrace our families. This is the time to make peace with those that maybe we're experiencing a little tension with. This is the time to open ourselves completely to this beautiful gift that is given to us today. So today, let's rejoice and let's give thanks because our Savior has been born to save us and to help us to experience the beauty of this life.